Hi friends, today I'm sharing the easiest slow cooker chili you'll ever make, and it's the recipe I grew up on. My mom used to make this all the time when I was a kid, and I've been making it myself for years. Now, I do have another chili recipe that uses tons of ingredients, bakes in the oven all day, but this is the recipe I come back to time and time again when I need something hearty, simple, and delicious. So we'll start by chopping an onion. Nothing fancy here, just a nice medium dice. So I'm just using one good size onion for this batch of chili. And of course you can double or even triple this recipe. Next, I'm just going to put it into a frying pan with a bit of oil, and I'm going to let those onions cook until they're soft and slightly translucent. If you want to add garlic, you could absolutely add garlic while you're cooking your onions. Put your garlic in a little bit near the end when your onions are almost translucent. Okay, while they're cooking, I'm going to start opening up the cans. Pork and beans, kidney beans, and tomato soup. So to start, I'm going to be opening a tin of kidney beans. I'm not going to drain any of these, and I'm just going to put them right into the slow cooker, my tin of tomato soup. Now, I have both no name and I also have a brand name of pork and beans. Either one will work. I am using 2 cans of the pork and beans. Now, you can use beans that are in a tomato base. You can use beans that are molasses or baked beans. You could even use maple beans. If I don't know if it's just here in Canada that we have maple beans, but they're good in this as well. So whatever you like, and you could even use beans you have on hand like black beans, pinto beans, even chickpeas. They will all work. Now, it was early morning when I decided to make chili for dinner that night. So I had not taken out ground beef to thaw. So it's actually thawing in my sink of cold water at the moment. And I'm just preparing everything else until the meat is ready to cook and then be added. So I have shifted back over to the onions because they are done to perfection. So I'm just going to put them in the slow cooker. I really recommend sauteing them first because you'll get a sweeter flavor. It's time for the seasonings. So I'm putting in my chili powder. I'm putting in a tablespoon of chili powder. You could add more or less, whatever you prefer. Next, I'm going to add in some black pepper. I am putting in about a teaspoon. Then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm just using regular sea salt, and I'm only putting in half a teaspoon. Mix that all together really, really well. If you want your chili spicier, you could add some cayenne pepper or even diced jalapeno. Now, I also decided to put green peppers in my chili, which my mom did too lots of times. In fact, sometimes she added mushrooms. That's something else that you might want to do. Even canned mushrooms work well. Or you could put your mushrooms in fresh, or you can saute them. So I have green peppers that I buy on sale, chop them up and put them in the freezer. So I just use as many as I need and put them back in the freezer. So I just put in about half a cup. Okay, time to season the ground beef. I'm adding a little bit of seasoning salt, a little bit of black pepper, and I'm just going to cook it up until it's golden and then add it to my pot of chili. It took about an hour for my ground beef to thaw, and while it was thawing, and then once I started cooking it, my chili had been bubbling on low on in my slow cooker. I've had this slow cooker for years, and I rarely ever use high because even on low it does boil, as you can see. So after a few hours I actually end up just turning it on to the warm option. So once you have everything in the slow cooker, give it a good stir, pop the lid on, and that's it. Forget about it. Don't touch it until supper time. Just forget about it. The magic of the slow cooker is that it's just going to simmer away all day. Your house is going to smell incredible. And if you like your chili thicker, here's a tip. Just take the lid off for the last half hour and let some of that liquid cook down. And by the way, this chili freezes beautifully. So sometimes I'll double or triple the batch and save some for busy nights. When it's ready, I love to serve this chili with buttered toast. It's also awesome with buttermilk biscuits, or you can serve it over rice with a sprinkle of cheese. It's also amazing over baked potatoes, nachos, even hot dogs for chili dogs. One of my favorite ways to enjoy it. I've been having this chili since I was a kid, and I still love this chili just as much as when my mom made it. It is so delicious. It has been a super full day, really busy, and I am so glad that I put this chili together, and it is delicious. Like, it's simple. But when you need a quick supper, this is the meal to make, and I love it with toast or buttermilk biscuits, but we used to have it a lot with toast growing up. My mom always made homemade bread. Comfort food. And you can serve this on rice, on baked potatoes, or just as it is. It's delightful. I have a chili recipe that takes me an entire day to make in the oven. It's a really intensive chili, and it is absolutely fabulous. Hands down one of the best chilies I've ever had. But when I need a quick chili or a quick dinner, this is my go-to. This was something my mom would make a lot for us growing up, and it never grows old. Such simple ingredients, and it just simmers all day long, and man, oh man, you get a nice dinner to come home to. So I hope you give this a try. Let me know in the comments down below if you do, and until next time, remember, life is short, so make the most of the dash in between. I'll see you next time. Hey friend, before we wrap up, this is my new slow cooker cookbook. I am so excited about this. It's extra special because it's filled with 22 of my tried and true very favorite slow cooker recipes. Some are passed down from my mom, my grandma, and others are family staples I've been making for years. And inside you'll also find my pantry staples guide, which has been a huge hit, tips for stretching your meals, and even printable recipe note pages. Right now I'm running a little end of summer sale, so it's a perfect time to grab your copy. You can find it in my Stan store, just check the link below. Thanks so much for joining me here today. On this channel, Life in the Dash Lane, I share recipes, cozy living, and creative inspiration to make the most of life's little moments. I'd love for you to subscribe and be a part of the community.